Did you know that on Easter Island, there is one that no one has been able to decipher yet? The mysterious text? Have you seen it on the riverbed? A stone carved with a warning of famine? You think the mummy curse of ancient Egypt? Is it just a legend? Today, we will explore 10 lesser-known historical mysteries of the world. The mysterious text of the 10th Easter Island. Scientists recently discovered a piece, wooden plaques over 500 years old, and it's inscribed with something called arong. This text is amazing. No one can read it yet. This wooden plaque is bigger than the Europeans reached Easter Island 200 years earlier. Experts believe that this may be one of the few in the world. One of the independently created writing systems. Imagine a civilization that could invent its own writing. That's pretty cool. Cultural revolution. The text looks like any text we are familiar with, are different. Unlike the Egyptians, who believed in writing, it doesn't look like kanji or Latin. Unfortunately, in the 19th century, Catholic boat classrooms take over Easter path. This unique cultural tradition almost all disappeared. Now, this wooden plaque has become a precious historical heritage. We can't read it yet, but it's still like us, telling the story of an ancient civilization. The 9th mysterious famine police. Have you heard of famine police history? This is Jakiabe, a super amazing thing for monks. Imagine that. The river is only a little dry. Then a stone is exposed. The things carved into this stone are terrifying. It says, "Cry when you see me." This is from people who lived hundreds of years ago. They want to tell future generations, "Run away when you see this stone." Here comes the famine medicine. Medieval people were so difficult. Bad harvest in 1 year, old starving. Research shows that Europe has suffered major droughts for hundreds of years. There are still many years carved on the stone. The earliest was in 1417. This stone has been warning people for over 600 years. What a living testimony to history. The curse of the 8th mummy recently. Archaeologists at Saqqara tombs in Egypt. 168 bureau petty officer found. So that was pretty cool. Some tombs still have curses carved in them. And the content is not very friendly. Saqqara is an ancient city of the dead. There are hundreds of mummies buried in the ground. More than 160 caskets. It was dug up within 3 months. It's been decades of research. Egyptology expert Salima Ikram says, these curses are mainly designed to scare intruders. Just like 4,000 years ago, in the tomb of a pharaoh's advisor Enkamahor, there is such a anyone who dares to destroy his tomb, your own property will suffer the same damage. Said he knew magic. Let intruders see ghosts. It gets even scarier. Said to have a goose neck. There is a broken interloper's neck. These ancient people are so imaginative. The 7th mysterious tomb-lined king in Iraq. Archaeologists. I've been researching some ancient tombs in the kingdom of Nineveh recently. They discovered that there is a tunnel under the tomb of the biblical prophet Jonah. Get in and take a look. There are ancient Western Asian terms written on the wall. And one of them was kind of interesting. Esadon Palace when translated. Mighty King. King of the world. King of Asia. Governor of Babylon. King of Sumer and Akkad. Kings of Upper and Lower Egypt and Kush. This guy throws too much. If these were true, then this Yashuan can. It's like ruling the world. And here's the best part. He said he was still the king of the treasury. The protector is a mysterious ancient country, Nubia, south of Egypt. Mesopotamia is far away. Other texts describe the king's search for burning and looting. No one can stop. But what does this have to do with the prophet Jonah? I don't know. These words. It was 2014. Found in a tunnel blasted by ISIS. In the Quran, a missionary from Nineveh. It is said that the great whale tuner, the 6th pharaoh's monument cursed 1922. Howard Card. In Tutin, a mysterious cup was found in Kamin's tomb. There is a passage engraved on it. This cup was later known as the Lotus Holy Grail. It is one of the most precious cultural relics of ancient Egypt. Carter loves this quote. He even specially engraved him on his tombstone. The content is like this: may your soul live forever. Wishing you a million years. You grave robber, may you face the north wind. Only happiness in the eyes. Interesting, huh? Carter, the archaeologist. I actually put one. The grave robber's blessing is engraved on his tombstone. It seems that he is concerned about his profession. It's quite self-deprecating. The fifth mysterious lady of the Red Seal. In an ancient tomb 18,000 years ago, archaeologists have discovered an interesting secret. In northern Spain, Liu Bei is known as Hermiron. The mysterious woman of Lady Red Seal is buried there. There's a bald patch next to his baby. The red one is the stone of paint. There are flowers around, stone paint and animal bones. This is the Iberian Peninsula, the first one found. The purpose of the Magdalena period. That was about 19,000 to 11,000 years ago. The woman was 35 to 40 years old when she died. His tombstone was also found during a recent excavation. There's a triangle carved into this big piece of limestone, left archaeologists scratching their heads. They speculated that it might represent a woman's pubic bone, but the exact meaning is still unclear. This woman must have been important at the time. Maybe he's still a leader. Why are you knocking your pelvis on a tombstone? Maybe it's a symbol of female strength. But researchers are still confused. The fourth Greek tomb in Roxana. In an ancient Greek tomb north of Macedon, archaeologists are standing on a family pillar. Mysterious mural discovered. This tomb is one of the largest in ancient Greece, built during the time of Alexander the Great, but we don't know who it was built for. Before the mural was discovered, the researchers also found a skeleton underground. They had to dig through the floor, breaking a wall, just entered a hidden vestibule. There are beautiful mosaic decorations. A corpse lies in the dark. Has been sleeping quietly for about 2,300 years, although this may not be Alexander's tomb. But it could be his Persian wife Lexana. In the mural, examined a woman who seemed important. It could be him. Researchers hope that these paintings can help confirm the identity of the tomb owner. Do you know the amazing history of the third post? Modern postal service. In fact, it can be traced back to the ancient Persian period. The first postal systems appeared in Egypt and China. But in the 6th century BC, the Persian Empire delivered the mail, so that's a big idea. They built the Daping Road network. Allows riders to travel long distances loosely. It is said that from Susa in western Iran to Sardis in western Turkey, 2,574 kilometers away, they can be delivered in only 7 days. During the reign of the Great Current, the Persian Empire stretched from India to Greece. To manage such a large empire, they invented an amazing postal system. This system even inspired the Greeks to form cavalry. It also indirectly gave birth to the game of polo, Persian Empire, and made Aramaic an official language. Unified communication standards across the empire. Now, we can also see it in the deserts of Iran. The remains of the 9-post station, the Second Temple frescoes controversy. Set's widow in Markabelina, Egypt. In the stone temple, a strange set of hieroglyphics is carved on the wall. This ancient Egyptian relief, it looks like it's presenting high-tech evidence. It could even be evidence of contact with aliens. Some people think these portrayals are anachronistic. Is evidence of ancient Egypt's contact with the outside world, but some people feel that this is just common hieroglyphics that are misunderstood. What makes these portrayals special? It's because they look like helicopters, submarines, and aircraft, although not perfect. Kind of like a child questioning. But the similarity is still quite high. Some people believe the Egyptians met a time traveler, or see the future through some mysterious force. The mainstream archaeologists say it's nothing extraordinary. People see patterns that don't exist. Digital imaging technology reveals the helicopter is actually to portrayals from different periods, overlapped. The original depiction is from the period of color and body, later Latin America. The period is re-engraved. It's all about praising the pharaoh. The mystery of the first Nestor monument. Archaeologists in ancient Greek tombs 2,800 years ago, an interesting artifact was discovered. Nestor monument. The most attractive thing about this cup, it is the inscription of the Chamber of Commerce. Brown University researchers decipher the great consciousness. I am Nestor's cup. Drink very little. Whoever drinks this cup in one go, you will be fascinated by the beautiful god of love, Aphrodite. This sentence is actually a joke, mocking the legendary king Dest in the Hippo epic. The story is that Venus drank a magical golden cup, regained strength, although this cup may not be magical. But he was the first to use it by Boer, one of the alphabetic Greek scripts. Very valuable. Strange thing is that it wasn't a child buried in the tomb. It was 3 adults. What does the concubine have to do with them? It's still a mystery.